Lord forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack make it backflip. Telly Hank with the action. With the Vato speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby May. Just caught a touchdown from the Bay.
Breaking news, an NYPD officer is now hospitalized after being shot in the Bronx.
Miami, a full-force promo tour in support of the debut album from 50 Cent has every club from San Fran to South Beach mobbed with fans. And we're riding there in style. 50's level 4 bulletproof, bomb-proof SUV.
That's my truck right there, you see what I'm saying?
I can't help but think 50 could have used this protection 3 years ago, when 50 Cent Mania nearly didn't happen, when he was just an unknown rapper struggling to get out of the hood and almost never did.
There's a lot of talk in the street about me, niggas know. Ain't nothing sweet about me. They keep asking me questions. Hey 50, who shot you? You think it was Preem? Freeze or Tata? Hey 50, who shot you? You think it was Preem? Freeze or Tata? You think it was Preem? Freeze or Tata?
Shot right here, right? I was sitting in the car. The nigga was waiting. Double park. He was waiting on me, right? They like came up and pulled on the side, like right here. So, the nigga hops out. Now peep this. Look, the nigga was real, like a real sneaky ass nigga, cause he came around the back of the car. Like, so like he like this. And broke shit, fell out the back. I'm like, yo, fuck up, nigga. He froze up, nigga. Nah, shot, how the fuck you ain't pull off? I'm jumping around the back of the motherfucking car and see, you know, nigga following on. What the fuck you gonna do? I was trying to hit back at the nigga, he was so close there. As soon as I tried to buck back at the nigga hit my hand, like, bam, like, he bucked down. And shit hit my hand and came through my pinky and shit. This shit down here. But I keep it with me. It's a souvenir. It went through my face right here.
Were you scared for your life?
I was scared the whole time.
Okay.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you they ain't scared. It's a hit, man. You supposed to die.
A person would write on social media, when we were kids, Tata was one of the smallest dudes on the block, but had the most heart. Certified G. Ask anybody in Queens and Brooklyn. Tata, South Jamaican legend, 105 in Inwood. Now, if you was to make a list together of the most feared niggas to come out of Queens, you ain't gonna get that far on that list before you start talking about Tyron Tata Moore. Now, if you was to make a list of the most feared niggas to come out of Queens, you won't get too long on that list before you start checking off the name of Tyron Tata Moore. Yo, what up though? Shay's Pop-A-Lot. Salute the almighty mob. We back in the city with it. Y'all go ahead and meet us in Queensboro. Now, when we talk about gunslingers or people whose lives been surrounded by that gunplay, it gets no bigger than this one. A lot of times we'll talk about and we'll debate whose life deserves a movie. This one gonna be a blockbuster filled with murder charge, shootouts with police, hostage situation, rumored to be the shooter of 2 icons, and at one time alleged to be the murderer of 1. Man, I'm telling you, it ain't gonna get more wicked than this. And just to give y'all a glimpse of how crazy this story actually is, at one time he would be alleged to be the murderer of the DJ of the male pioneering rap group, Run DMC, but he would also go on to father a child with a female that was part of the female pioneering rap group. So it's like the first 2 rap groups that I ever known, male and female, he was affiliated with them in some way. The 2 groups being Run DMC and Salt-N-Pepa. Now, based on everything that's written and said about him, it definitely could have started a lot earlier than this. But as far as what's documented, I would see that Tyron Tata Moore's first run-in or serious run-in with the law would be in the year of 1988 when he would be charged with his first murder. There are not many details surrounding that murder, but the New York Post would write in an article calling Tata a reputed gang runner. They would go on to say that those charges would eventually be dismissed, but it wouldn't be 5 years from that date in 1985 to where he would be facing a second murder charge in 1993. And in that case, he was alleged to be responsible for the murder of a guy by the name of Lateef Leach that the New York Post pretty much describes as a drug dealer. They would explain a situation to where some kind of altercation would occur at a gas station in Ozone Park, with that altercation resulting with shots being fired into the vehicle of Lateef Moore. Now, that case would prove a little bit tougher than the case that he would face 5 years previously in 1988, with the state not just dropping the charges. Though it would be 2 years or so before the case would end up before a judge, he would end up fighting the charges, taking them to trial, resulting in an acquittal, leaving Tata 2-0 versus the people after fighting two of the biggest charges that you could face. The new millennium would roll around, and in May of that year, unbeknownst to almost everybody, one of the biggest instances or occurrence would occur in the rap game with 50 Cent, who was an up-and-coming artist. He would be shot 9 times towards the end of May of 2000. Now, at the time of this shooting, we all know that 50 would be embroiled in a beef with Murder Inc., who just happened to be allied with the biggest drug gang that Queens has ever seen, and one of the biggest drug lords, Kenneth Supreme McGriff, who Tyron Tata Moore was also closely associated with the two being so closely associated that Tata would even be mentioned as one of the people that possibly was the shooter in the 50 Cent hit, leading 50 Cent to rap on his now classic mixtape, Guess Who's Back, on the song Fuck You. They keep asking me questions like, 50, who shot you? You think it was Preem, Freeze, or Tata? And whether y'all believe it or not, none of those instances that I mentioned earlier would even be the biggest that he would be involved in, because several years later, on August 29th, 2003, Tyron Tata Moore would find himself in a 2-hour-long hostage situation. The situation would arise when the NYPD would show up looking to question him about the shooting of NYPD Captain Kenneth Gervin. In a situation where I'm sure he felt like his back was to the wall, Tata would end up kidnapping his own nephew, as well as a female friend of his, along with her 6-year-old child. The situation would end with nobody being injured, and I guess as peacefully as a hostage situation could end. But it would show the level that Tyron Tata Moore was willing to go. He would eventually be cleared in the shooting of the NYPD captain, but he would end up having to pay a debt to society for his role in the whole hostage situation. His life would be shook again the very next year in December of 2004, when not him, but his brother Troy Moore would end up being shot outside of a club, LQ, in Manhattan, where Ja Rule was having some kind of an event. Now, his brother Troy's friend, a guy by the name of William Clark, would end up losing his life in that shooting. And it would leave a lot of people, including the NYPD, wondering if it was some kind of retaliation for the ongoing beef that Murder Inc. was involved in, or the shooting of 50 Cent. Authorities wouldn't be able to connect the crime, and that would be the last time that we would hear about Tyron Tata Moore as far as anything associated with crime. But Tata would find himself in the spotlight, though in a different way. It would be on October the 14th, 2007, when VH1 would go to debut the Salt and Pepper Show that will star Cheryl Salt James as well as Sandra Pepper Denson, who, like I said, happened to be the mother of his son, Tyron Denson Jr. Now, if y'all hip to this channel, y'all know Pepper kind of has a long history with the Hustlers, with some people even speculating that at one time that child could have been the child of Carl Smitty Smith, a person from Houston that we also did an episode on. Now, though Tata's name wouldn't come up much on the show, it would be brought up occasionally, with Pepper Denson and Tyron Jr. eventually moving on to Growing Up Hip Hop. His name would even be mentioned more on that show. But unfortunately, towards the end of 2022, I can't say if it was November or December, Tyron Tata Moore would end up passing away. It would be a lot of speculations as far as his death, but for somebody, like they say, live by the gun, die by the gun, that would not be the case with Tata. At first, you would see speculations online about him possibly having an accidental overdose. I've seen some claims that would refute that, going on to say that he died by natural causes. And just as it seemed he lived a life filled with allegations, his death would be exactly the same way. Y'all make sure y'all hit the red bell and subscribe button right under this video so y'all know when this real Trill Spill shit is dropping. Y'all get in the comment box. Y'all get ahead, run it up. Salute to all the subscribers that been asking for this story. I want to try to get y'all every single one. Y'all get down there. Y'all let me know the list of the 5 most feared people in Queens. I have it right here in my head. Y'all let me know what cities we need to go to, what stories we need to tell, what I missed, what I got wrong, all of that. Hit me directly. Instagram, Twitter, POP_A_LOT. Till the next time. Y'all know the rundown. Shades Pop-A-Lot. Salute the almighty mob.